Yeah, because you probably do.
You probably do at some point. Good morning, everybody. 6:30 a.m. on this Tuesday. It's January 7th. I'm Michael Gargiulo.
I'm Darlene Rodriguez. Adelle is tracking the commuter alerts. Storm Team 4's Maria LaRosa is here with that forecast.
You sound bitter.
I know, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah. So we're in
it was accusatory.
It was very much so, but deserved because it is bitter cold and blustery. We've got fair skies though over the city, but along with all of the layers, and trust me, you want all the layers. Probably grab the shades as well. We'll see some sunshine. Let's take a look at some of these numbers. Ouch. We've got Poughkeepsie at 17, Sherman at 15, Mount Kisco at 22, Forest Hills now at 23 degrees with Passaic at 22, West Orange you're at 19. But those winds out of the northwest still howling. Gusts have been 30, even 40 miles per hour at times. That's what we're finding in Elizabeth right now. So again, no surprise that combination wind chills down in the single digits in College Point, Glen Cove as well, Passaic. It feels like 8. So be prepared for that. Really be prepared for that because it can be dangerous. 30 degrees by 4 o'clock. There's your bright sunshine. The winds really don't ease, so we spend most of the day feeling like the teens in the single digits. And then by 10 o'clock, back into the upper 20s. All right, 6:30 on the nose. Adele, what are you keeping an eye on?
We've actually been keeping an eye on Route 9 in New Jersey. We've been keeping an eye on it all morning. It is shut down both ways from Route 184 Pond Road out to King George's Post Road. This is for ongoing accident investigation work. 35 Turnpike, Garden State Parkway, all moving along just fine through the area. And then if you are making your way into Manhattan, not that you need the reminder, but we do have congestion pricing in full effect right now. It is peak time from 60th Street and below. Exemptions are the West Side Highway and the FDR Drive. But once you make it off of either of those highways onto the local roads, you will get charged. Darlene, back to you.
All right. Thanks so much. Well, we are following breaking news.
Now it's going to be a cold morning there at the bus stop, Maria.
For sure. You want to hopefully convince everybody to keep those layers on today. The bigger the better, the more the better. As you can see, temperatures during the day will be below freezing. And with wind chills in the single digits right now, by the time they get back from school, yes, sunshine, but still below freezing. I have some snowfall for the kids who love that snow potential. The updated timing coming up in the 10-day.
Thanks so much. Also ahead.
Out to the rails, your 2, 3, and F trains. You can expect to see delays coming up in just a few minutes. We're going to give you an update on those crashes coming out of New Jersey. But let's take a live look outside right now onto the Cross Bronx Expressway. We've got delays heading into the Bronx River Parkway. You're watching Today in New York.
Me too now. Maybe you got that bag of coins at home from a childhood collection, maybe passed down from your parents. How can you tell, though, which of those coins might be valuable?
A New Jersey woman said, better get Baccaro for help. Here's News 4 consumer reporter Linda Baccaro. There you go.
I think it's so fascinating. I just love the history behind all those coins.
Definitely.
Maria.
Yeah. Everybody brings up a good point. Sometimes things that you think be worth a lot of money.
Right.
Right.
There you
can't be fighting with the guy at the auction place, though.
That's right. That's right.
I'm just saying,
Negotiating.
Yeah, negotiating.
All right, guys. It's cold out there, and we still have our beautiful tree up for a little bit longer. And you can see the flag's not too bad right now, but from time to time, it has once again been pretty gusty. So wind chills a factor today in the next few. It's out the door at Central Park. It's 22, but feels like 11. That's always a number to keep in mind. It's the result of a math equation, but it's just another way to communicate the dangerous cold, right? If you hear 22, but then you're seeing 11, you might take a few more precautions. So we hope you do that. The kids too, and the pets, by the way. We're in the wake of that large storm system. So it's very cold. It's very windy. Will be for the next few days. High pressure keeps us dry through the end of the week. And then we're watching the Gulf Coast. This is definitely interesting this time of year in this spot when it's producing snow across the south. We definitely pay attention. So a lot to watch over the next few days where that low ends up. If it moves farther off to the east, not as much snow for us. But if it's a coastal system, yeah, there's potential for a good amount of snow. Here's the good news. Saturday still looks like the time of the week here that we're still focusing on that potential. And just a reminder, we do have very cold conditions below freezing for a long time. But just make sure as the kids are maybe doing some ice skating on the neighborhood pond that you want to make sure that ice is nice and thick. Give it a little bit more time. It takes 4 inches of thick ice here to support an adult person. So keep that in mind. But yeah, we're entrenched in the cold. It hasn't changed. That pattern takes us into mid to late January. So 30 degrees today. We will end up with some sunshine, but those northwest winds still blustery. So feels like temps in the teens and single digits all day. Same for tonight, down to 22. We're only going going to make it up to 29 tomorrow afternoon. But again, at least some sunshine. We see that Thursday. By Friday, finally above freezing, and then watching that next storm system here potentially on Saturday. Should be out by Sunday, and as you can see, no big warm up. In fact, we're still in the close to freezing range with overnight lows in the teens and 20s. All right, 6:47 now. Adele, what's going on out there?
Right now, we do have some delays here with our F&C trains, delays in service changes. So definitely give yourself some extra time there. Let's hit the roads here in New Jersey. Route 9 both ways still shut down. It's been shut down all morning for accident investigation work. Route 184 Pond Road out to King George's Post Road. So you're going to want to avoid the area. You've got 35, the Turnpike, the Parkway, all moving along just fine. Heading into Manhattan now. If you are bold enough to drive in below 60th Street, congestion pricing, peak congestion pricing is in full effect. West Side Highway, FDR Drive are the exemptions. But of course, once you make it off of one of those highways onto the local roads, you will get charged. Heading into Queens now, LIE westbound, lots of brake lights here as you make your approach into Woodhaven Boulevard. And as a reminder, alternate side parking rules and meter rules are in effect for today. Michael, back to you.
Adele, thank you so much. There's a Bill Bean.
Thank you for streaming with us. It's Tuesday, January 7th. I'm Darlene Rodriguez.
I'm Michael Gargiulo. Adelle Caballero is here tracking our roads and rails on this Tuesday. And Storm 4's LaRosa here with today's forecast. It may look nice behind us.
Right.
Looks can be deceiving.
Right. Don't we know it?
Almost looks like a tropical
Right,
kind of color. No. Yeah, it's brutal out there and borderline painful if you're not ready for it and prepared. But yes, we do have that sunshine expected. The bigger picture showing no big storm systems. What you're finding, some of those higher elevations, snow showers and some of that lake effect trying to keep going. But otherwise, nice and dry. But the winds are going to stay gusty. We're in that 30+ mile per hour range even this morning. And that's the case through the day today. And I'll throw in tomorrow as well. So with temperatures just in the upper 20s by lunchtime, feels like temperatures will be in the teens. If your skin is exposed for an extended amount of time, it starts to get painful and it is dangerous cold. So make sure the kids, the pets are all taken care of. And of course yourself. Upper 20s later on this evening. Feels like temperatures still in the teens because it will still be breezy. All right, let's get an update on the travel. And Adele, what are you keeping an eye on?
Right now, keeping an eye on a few things, but just want to give everyone that reminder. We are now in our second work day or weekday of congestion pricing. Of course, this is running from 60th Street, heading down through Lower Manhattan, Midtown and Lower Manhattan, and all roadways, local roadways. You will be charged. You will be told if you will be driving around through there. You'll get told at your crossings heading into Manhattan as well. The exemptions are the West Side Highway and the FDR Drive. But of course, once you make it off of those highways, even if you're parking halfway down the block, you're going to get charged. Also, as a reminder, if you are heading out to your airports, JFK Airport, we do have some long-term construction heading around the terminals. Always slows things down, so give yourself some extra time. Darlene, Michael, back to you.
Thanks so much. We do continue to follow breaking.
With the Bundle Up report.
Yes, please bundle up. You want to make sure you got all the layers and everything covered up because it's cold. Elizabeth, Rockaway, Mineola right now in the low 20s. We're maybe getting close to 30 degrees for the high today, but we do end up with some sunshine. Still keeping an eye on our next snowmaker, still focused on Saturday. The latest thinking and timing for that coming up in the 10-day.
Thank you so much. Still to come, snow blind.
If you're heading out to the rails right now, your CF6 and Staten Island Railway, you've got delays and service changes. Also expect to see some dayside track work. And coming up in just a few minutes, we're going to let you know what's going to slow down your commute around town today with the roads. Let's take a live look outside right now onto the Gowanus Expressway through Industry City. You're watching Today New York.